Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for One Piece Anime episode 831. This one I don't think will be that long. I feel like I don't have that many notes this week. But either way, let's talk about it start to finish. It really was a good episode. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't up to the standard that One Piece has been at usually, I guess. And I think the biggest part of it is that it seems like the past few weeks, this lead up we've been on to the wedding, Toei's taking it a bit slow. Don't really think they need to. It might be because they're transitioning some things. I don't know how much the production of one show affects another, but I know they were ending Dragon Ball Super and starting up Gegege no Kitaro, so maybe that has something to do with it, who knows. But yeah, the past few weeks have been kind of weird. The quality isn't bad, certainly, but it's just seemed like they've taken things slower and the animation maybe hasn't been up to what it was leading up to the past few weeks. But either way, for this episode, the recap was kind of the short/normal for lately. It was about a minute, which is what we've been getting usually lately, which is very good compared to some of the ways it was in the past. Sanji and Pudding are waiting with the priest or official or whatever at the beginning. Luffy... We have a scene with Luffy and Beige that I thought was cool, where Luffy's just screwing around, like opening all the doors to his body and stuff, like thinking he is cool. So I loved that. Vito as well, I thought was really funny, watching the Vinsmokes and being starstruck. And they used Vito as a way to tell, to kind of go through the wedding roster, talk about the guests that are there and all that. The door overhears them talking, though, while this is going on, the door homie. Then we see the guards come in and place the Mother Caramel picture down by Big Mom. I won't get into it deeply here, but this was just another scene that kept reinforcing again and again all the stuff I think about Big Mom. I really don't like Big Mom as a villain, because there are so many great villains like we've had in the past, even in just One Piece, where they'll have these understandable goals that are what made them villains, or these tragic backstories that have made them villains. Or even though they're villains, they still have this cool factor because whether it's because they're charismatic or smart or really strong, they have some redeeming quality that you're like, okay, even though I hate them because they're a bad guy, they're really cool. Where Big Mom is none of that. Her entire character is that she's big, dumb, and people let her get by with whatever she's doing because she's pretty strong. And that's basically it. That's still her character. She's just big, dumb, and evil. So, that's it. I can't get into it because she isn't a smart villain. She isn't doing any of the stuff she's doing for any reason other than just very simple, basic selfishness. So, I've already got into it more than I wanted to because I could rant for forever, but I really don't like Big Mom as a character. Beige's men go and they've blocked up the entrances and they've placed jammer denden mushis around to prevent communication from getting in or out. We have the guests giving their gifts to Big Mom. They sort of bring up the Tamate Bako as a way to say, oh yeah, this is still part of this arc. This is something that's going to be important here. Caesar gets ready with the mirror. The poor Door gets her face carved off. And damn it, listening to her voice, I was like, the Door has a cute voice. And then for a second while I was watching, I laughed because I thought of the joke, oh, I'd slammed that door. And I was like, oh, God, no. So I was like, I have to say that just because that screwed me for part of the episode where I was just laughing at that in my head. But yeah, the poor Door, because I felt like through the episode, even though it's an inanimate object, it has the soul of a human. So when that happened, I was like, isn't that kind of brutal to get your face carved off, thus killing you, even if it is just a door, since it has human soul in it? And that was something, when that happened in the manga too, I thought the same about the brutality of it. I was like, at the end of the day, that is a homie technically a human? So all these homies we've seen being cut apart or eaten and stuff, what's quite the morality behind this? So yeah, there was that. The Straw Hats are sleeping until 10 minutes before the wedding starts, and then Jinbei will wake them up, and that makes really good sense. And I'm kind of glad it was brought up, Because yeah, looking back on it, technically we've seen them be awake for like 2 days straight now. And usually you wouldn't really think about that since it's a TV show. But I like that they're actually taking time to write in, oh yeah, the characters need to sleep at some point. Sanji is struggling to try to not be fooled by pudding during all this. We have this nosebleed scene, which, I don't know, I find the nosebleed jokes to be whatever, but the animation budget that they used on this nosebleed scene, like, the animation was, for One Piece standards, good. So, yeah, the animation budget on that. Then a scene that I loved, Beige walking around the party, because there was a lot of tension there. We were seeing all these characters interact and stuff, and again, just going over what characters were at the wedding, basically. But there was this really good tension, and I loved the way that they handled that. And then the wedding entrance scene for Sanji and Pudding, it looked really, really great. Yeah, it was basically all looks. There wasn't any real story significance to any of it, but it looked great. And so yeah, that's it. I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed watching it. I was never bored while watching it or anything. So as an episode of a show, it definitely accomplished what it was meant to do. It pushed the story forward, even if just a bit. But some issues, I thought the animation was a little bit down in some parts. Some parts it looked fine. Some parts it was, even like I said, good for One Piece standards. Like the nosebleed scene and the entrance scene. So there are definitely still some good stuff as far as animation goes, but some of it seemed down from what it's been just lately, because lately it's been really, really good. Or it could just be me, since I've been watching all the premieres of these new shows, and since the premieres usually have a little bit better animation than maybe the whole season has. But either way, maybe from watching all these other shows that run on a shorter schedule, maybe my eyes have just gotten used to that, and that's why it seemed off to me this week. But either way, seemed like parts were down. And like I said at the beginning, the wedding build-up has seemed a bit slow lately. I don't really know why. Just the past few weeks, it seems like they've really slowed things down and taken a long time with this wedding build, when everything handled in this episode they probably could have done in like half an episode maybe. But either way, like I said, still good. I don't mind. And I'd still say definitely above average. I'd give it 6.5 Lady Doors out of 10. Because yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It was good. It was just good but less good than usual. So there's nothing wrong with that really. Yeah, that's it. Thank you once again for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for One Piece, both manga and anime. And a ton of other manga, anime, light novels, comics, just a lot of things at this point. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk with me or more of us there, then just ask and I can give you a link to that. But that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.